So this is a refurbished grinder. This is the DCG 414BR. It's a 4.5 inch to 6 inch XR angle grinder. It is refurbished, so I already own a bunch of the batteries that make this work for other tools, so I didn't need to buy more batteries for this. Also have a bunch of chargers, so I didn't need an extra charger, so I went with the refurbished one. I've had fairly good luck with refurbished tools. However, this specific seller, I'll probably be leaving some comments on packaging. We'll see. We'll see how it looks when we get this thing opened up. Well, it looks like they attempted to put some sort of air packaging in here, but this is all popped. But that's okay, I suppose. So what do we got? We have the grinder itself. So brushless 60 volt DeWALT 60 volt max refurbed. First couple of seconds and first impression seems pretty good. So we've got the grinder, and we've got the, what is this, the 6 inch guard, and we have the 4.5 inch guard. So two different guards, so that's nice. Well, maybe not robust, I don't know. It'll probably last me a little while. That is not the standard 1/4 inch thread though. That's gonna be interesting, can't lose that. Comes with a grinder wheel. I like these. I bought these in the past, these flex volt grinder wheels. These are pretty good. Let's see here. We have two locking nuts. I will say I am not, and we have the owner's manual, and well, you all know what to do with those. This said refurbished like new, so it appears to be like new. Doesn't appear to be any damage, wear, tear, dirt, anything on there that I would think would cause a problem. I see a lot of people not using the guards. I don't know why you wouldn't. I mean, it just, for the purposes of keeping crap out of your face alone, I mean, it's just seems to be the way to go. What I was going to say is I'm not a huge fan of DeWalt's this Allen key for the lock thing. So these go in here. I don't know. I have a grinder with this already, a different one, and it works all right, I guess. But they do put the knurling on here, so you should be able to do this by hand, I would think. We have two different ones. We have one with a spring-loaded back plate, which is interesting. Never seen and or dealt with one like that before. I'm gonna be curious to try that out. Let me rephrase that. That is not a backing plate. That is a spacer to, so there's a relief cut in the back. So that goes on to here, and then the grinding wheel goes on. And then that pressure plate goes down. So can't lose that. That pressure plate actually engages in these splines. It's interesting. It's an interesting setup. So you've got the lock on the back, which seems to be in a good position. And as all of us do, we tighten it up by hand and we call it good. So that, I mean, that looks really nice. Ooh. I can only assume that's the brake engaging, but we'll see. We got the handle. Threads right in there. That's pretty cool. Got a full charge on it. Well, that's on there, so we should be able to pull the trigger. Man, that is smooth. Smooth as butter. Oh man, the startup on that is just beautiful. The balance feels awesome also. I mean, it really, once you put that big heavy battery back there, this front end heavy, it really, I mean, it's a little front heavy, but it really balances out quite nicely. First impression, pretty happy with that. I mean, really happy with that. Let's see how she does. Get this guard adjusted with the quick adjust guard feature, which is pretty sweet. There we go. Get the sparks going that way. Perfect. No start. I pulled the trigger fully down. Pull it again, it goes. Oh, and that was it. Trigger's down, dead. Battery says one light left. We'll see when we double the trigger because I only got like a tiny little bit left. Oh man, that's quite a bit. We're just not quite going to get it. Just not quite going to get there. That's it. I'm not going to ruin it trying. Well, I'll be honest, that's quite a healthy amount of grinding, a lot of rust removal, in prep. This thing gets really high ratings for cutoff wheels, not for doing what I just did, which is what I wanted to do a torture test on. I'm not going to try and give you an exact runtime because it's just not worth it to me to go through the effort. But I ground 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I got 20 ins ready to weld. TIG weld, I might add, so they're that clean. And then I went through and I polished up, 12 feet of 1x1 square tubing to remove all the rust. And I'm left with, 4 inches and one side, and 10 inches of that on one battery. I got to be honest, this is definitely going to be a tool that I use a lot. I can just see the massive benefits of having this versus a corded one. I don't have to drag extension cords out. The way I'm able to move with this and not have to worry about the extension cords constantly is pretty fantastic. It's comfortable in your hand. It's a little heavy. It's a little back end heavy, but nothing that outweighs the convenience and usability of it. That is for sure. It's a good looking tool. It feels good in your hand. I think a little better wheel might have got me a little bit farther, to be honest with you. This is burning up pretty quick. But just threw a fresh battery on there. We're going to finish up this couple inches, and that'll pretty much wrap up the demo for this grinder. There you have it. With that, DeWALT Flex Volt 60 volt max angle grinder. Super awesome tool. Really glad I got it. Definitely a great addition to the arsenal of tools. These Flex Volt batteries are the only batteries that work with this grinder, so you can't use the standard 20 volt batteries that come with the DeWALT tools. You got to use these Flex Volt batteries. But this thing is just phenomenal.
Well, this wraps up the review for the DeWALT 60 volt Flex Volt 90-degree angle grinder. Phenomenal tool. Really glad I added it in my arsenal. Really hope you guys got something out of this. If you wouldn't mind checking out my garage series, the tractor series, and definitely hit that subscribe button. It always helps me out in the long run. Until next time, thanks for watching.